Gentlemen, too many cooks spoil the broth. Two is a company, three is a crowd. These proverbs make you think that teamwork or being in companies are not as good as you think. In fact, in my opinion, I believe that being alone is better than being in groups. Assalamualaikum and a very good day I bid to everyone. Being alone, people might think that they are in a state of depression or mixed feeling, or they're just not in the mind or the mood to be around with people, and something is wrong with their head. Be it study groups, field trips, or just going out to the movies. Well, I personally think that being alone is actually a good thing, considering that it gives you more freedom, becomes more productive, and reduce depression. Now, bear in mind that being alone and being lonely is two different things, although they both share the same term, loneliness. Alone is the state of your physical body being away from anyone else, while lonely is the state of your mind separated from reality, even though you're surrounded with hundreds of people. So, why being alone is better than being in groups? Well, first of all, it can give you more freedom. In my humble opinion, when you're alone, you have all the times of the world to yourself. You can do whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want. And this is actually good. This would definitely give you the chance to focus all your resources and potential to do what is optimum for you. In 1994, psychologist Mihaly found that adolescents who cannot bear to be alone often stop enhancing creative talents. So being alone isn't all that bad, right? Now we'll move on to my second point. Being alone is better than being in groups, as it can make you more productive. Once time is no longer a constraint to you, as I said earlier, it is easier for you to concentrate. There will be no distraction as you're working alone now, and you don't have to adapt yourself around others. You're in charge of your goals and decide what to do and when to do it. All in all, you get to make your own decisions and no one would bother about it. Sometimes group work would be a hell of a mess and less productive because of too much gossiping and chattering. I'm not saying this out of nothing. A research by University of Calgary, Faculty of Kinesiology researcher Dr. Tim Welsh says that working alone is actually the key to a better productivity. Hence, it is better to be alone because it improves your productivity. Last but not least, we'll head to my final point, which is being alone is better than being in groups because it is actually capable of reducing depression. Contrary to popular belief, being alone actually helps people to become less depressed. A 1997 study by emotional development expert Reed W. Lawson found that alone time is actually valuable for teenagers. Quote, adolescents who spend an intermediate amount of their time alone were better adjusted than those who spend little or great deal of time alone. When you're alone, you're actually giving yourself a time to think rationally and to not to take rash actions. Therefore, being alone is actually better to you than being in groups. There you have it. 3 things to support my opinions that being alone is actually better than being in groups, as it can grant you more freedom, enhance your individual productivity, and reduce your depression. In a nutshell, it doesn't matter if you're an introvert or an extrovert. Having a little me time can be good to you. And this is my humble opinion. With that, I thank you.